Hey everybody, this is Kiki from Neo Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. We are back with ABC April 2025, which is hosted by Margreth at Seven Plaza and Toni at Crafty by Toni. Of course, all links will be in the title and the description for you. If you would like to get these two, this is obviously the calendar, which has the days of the month, but also the letters, corresponding letters for the prompts. So today I'm going to be doing K, which they have keys, keyholes, knickknacks, and craft paper. You can get this if you go to either Toni's Ko-Fi or Margreth. Of course, you can get to that by through their channel. And of course, again, links will be in the title and the description. But before we begin, and I tell you what I thought of, we need to get into our God's gift box. And I'll go here today. Actually, yeah, that's fine. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Psalm 29:11. Lord, help me to follow your will with eagerness, knowing that to do so is the surest path to peace. Yes. Okay. So, what I thought of is I know that both Margreth and Toni each said in their, I guess, their launch videos, that they put this challenge together for those of you that might be beginning your journey with junk journaling or papercraft, card making, whatever papercraft you're into, as well as those seasoned crafters. So there are a few terms that maybe you've heard of, but necessarily not necessarily know what the meaning behind them is. I am going to share with you my interpretation of what they are. So since we're doing K, there are two that I know of, kiss cutting and kiss tearing, KISS. So I will share with you my interpretation. Oh my gosh, interpretation of what those two terms mean. So I was going through my stash, and I have like birds and butterflies already set. So when I am making a journal or whatever it is, a tag, a pocket, I have something to decorate with. So I like to go through, and this is the book that I went through. It is quite a large book. It is called, this is the spine. It is called Birds, Their Life, Their Ways, Their World, and it's by Reader's Digest. And this book is loaded with not only information, but gorgeous pictures of a whole bunch of different types of birds, and it's just fantastic. So as you can see, I go and either tear or cut images that I like and that I know that later on down, like I'll take this whole thing, I'll cut it. Actually, why don't we do that so I can I always look to see what's on the back because I might like what's on the back more so. But in this case, I am going to, and I'll just go in and rough cut, and now I have 6 birds that I can now cut out. So let's put that away so I can add this to my pile. So I have gone through and chose a few birds that I want to kiss cut, and then we will go into kiss tear. Now with kiss cutting, you should go in and see what it is you want to kiss cut. So for instance, I'll give you an example. Where is that? Here. So you have 2 birds side by side. Well, you can do that as a whole, you know, with both birds in it. You can go around and cut them out. Or you can cut that down here, and now you'll have 2 individual pictures. Or you can go ahead and cut out the entire branch. I'm not going to do that because this guy is holding the mouse, rat, whatever it is, and I don't I don't like that. So I will cut that, and I do want the both right now, but it could be later on down the line that I'll cut them individually if I need one color more so than the other or whatever. But for right now, I'm going to do an easy one. Here's this one. Now, you can go ahead and decide this little bird is on what I consider a branch. So you can go around, and there's another one. Here, for instance, this owl. I would cut that branch out, but I would not go ahead and cut each individual because it would tear. So I wouldn't cut that out. I would cut right along here and keep this part of the branch that this owl is standing on. So for instance, I would go around, and this one is quite easy. And for me, kiss cutting is getting as close as you can to the whatever it is that you're cutting out. I apologize with the humming. It is my air conditioner. It has been quite hot the last few days. Now, see how it's waving? Now, if it was a smaller wave, and again, you want to move the picture, not your scissors. It's so much easier that way because this is in a straight position. You're not, you know, moving your arm in uncomfortable ways. And I'm not going to go around all the little hairs. I'm just going to get as close as possible. Now, you can choose if you don't want to do this close. You can then choose to leave a border, which is totally fine. You'll see a lot of let's say like die cuts and different things that you can pick up at the store or you know, whatever craft store you go to, and they would have a white border around them, and you can choose to keep that white border, and there you go, it's all ready for you. I myself don't necessarily like that white border, So for me, I go around and I cut that out. Even when it comes to stickers, I'm just not crazy about that white border. So, but again, you do what you like to do. And there we go. Now I would ink him up and ready to go. It's that easy. Now I've already made one, and then we'll go into kiss tearing too, but I do want to do him because I wanted to actually use this guy. And see, I'm just moving the paper and going in as close as I can to my photo. And if you need to get rid of some of the paper, go ahead. It's fine. Meaning if this is getting in your way, just cut it off. Again, you want to make this as simplified as it possibly can be, so you get the outcome that you want. That's obviously what it's all about, right? So I'm just gonna continue cutting this little guy out because I think he's really cute. And what I've decided to do is make like little clusters using these birds. So then when I make tags, pockets, journals, pages, whatever, I have these little clusters ready to go. And I'll show you one. And this is one. I cut this little bird out with the leaf. I kept the leaf, and I kept the leaf for two reasons. One, I like it, but for two, I wanted to show how small this little guy is if he's smaller or the same size as a leaf. I thought it gave a good perception of size. And I just used thread in the background and a piece of book page that I glued tissue paper on. So we have that, and that's not done. Now this is just the beginning of a cluster. I can then go in, add my little tags that I made. They're white usually, and I just went in and I used different types of ink and stamps and what have you. And then I can take that and make another little cluster to add onto here. You can also add, these are my paper buttons, you know, maybe that's a little too big, but this one with the little tag, and you have another little something. It's texture, it's layers. I always try to layer my stuff. So, kiss tearing. I have another two pieces. I did a thing a few days ago with different types of glue, and I prefer now using the Elmer's clear glue for a decoupage type of for decoupage, because it is matte. It's not as shiny. Here's the Mod Podge. You can see how shiny the Mod Podge is. So for me, I like the Elmer's, and number one, it's a lot cheaper, right? So, and it's just regular. I showed it in my video, but I'll just show it real quick. It's just literally Elmer's clear glue. Perfect. Love how it goes on smoothly, and it's really soft and pliable. So I like that about it too. Okay, so obviously this is going to be too small for this guy. That's why I wanted him. I wanted him on this one because I like the green in the background. So now I'm going to kiss tear this. And what that means is I'm going to literally tear. So, let's see. How do I want him? Like that. So, for me, this is what I look for. I don't like these lines, so I'm going to curve as much of it as I can, but not, obviously, because I'm tearing, it's not going to be perfect. And this is so soft that you can do this with the Elmer's glue. But in the same time, it is quite strong. Look, it's not peeling at all. So it is down, and it does stick very well. So something like that. And that is Kiss Tearing. And I will probably make this a little bit smaller here. But I'm going to wait until I get him down. Now I will go in and I will take my Distress ink from Ranger and Tim Holtz. I'm using Walnut Stain, and I'm going to go in really quickly and just ink around the edges just to give that little border of something. It just gives a little interest, I feel, to your photo, your piece, whatever that is. And I'm going to go a little darker on the bottom because it's supposed to be, and maybe ink a little bit here just to give it a little bit of color, because it's supposed to be like he's standing on a wood branch, or branch, I would say. I don't know what's wrong with my words today. Thinking of too many things at once and not coming out with the correct wording for any of them. Welcome. And by the way, if you are new, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and where are you? Where are you viewing from? I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the U.S., and I would love to know where you guys are from, and what are you drinking? I am drinking my favorite new tea, which is, I keep forgetting the name, that's why I leave it here. It's Simple Truth Organic Hibiscus Strawberry Raspberry. It is fantastic. So if you're looking for a new tea, and now I don't know if it is only from Smith's store, which is a grocery store here. I don't know if it's only there, but that's where I found it and love it. Okay. So see how now with that border, he pops off the page more so. And that green is really adding to him, I think. So I do want, now what I do is I have this little can of different threads. And every time I use my sewing machine and I have those, pieces of thread, do I want green? I don't think so. No, I think, I don't think I want the green. Let's see if I have enough brown in here. If not, I have plenty. Let's see. And then what I do is I go in and I pull out whatever colors I don't want in there. It's It's really not hard. And it kind of fluffs this up a little bit more. Let me get that out of there so I don't have these threads everywhere as I usually do. And a little bit of red is fine. Oh, let me put that back. Okay, I don't want the white in there though. I know that. But the red I don't mind. So I don't want the pink either. Okay, kind of. Maybe not so much. I think it's a little bright. It's a little brighter than I thought, so I'm just going to take the red out. There we go. So I kind of like that. Let's see. How do you look in here? Oh, yep. That's kind of what I had in mind. Okay. So now what I do is I go in and I take my tiny attacher and I just staple it in a few places just to hold, because I still want them loose, right? I want it to move about. And then this bird will hide the staples. I'll take my 3-in-1 glue. I will glue the little birdie down. And now we have another cluster ready for more decoration, or you can leave it like this. You know, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to move this out of the way so I can tear along here, and then I'll fluff it out more. So I'm just going to come in and kind of tear to sort of the shape I want. Come back in with my ink. I like that torn, especially with book page. I really enjoy that. Fluff out the strings a little bit more, and there you go. Now we have, and how long did that take me? No time at all. I was explaining most of the time. So there you go. That easy. And now you have a cute little cluster. You have that one. And now, like I said, you can even add to that. You can add paper buttons. You can add labels. Little, what are those? Like those flat back, like sparkly gems. You can add whatever you want, even more thread if you want. You can add lace. If you have fabric scraps, you can put these on fabric scraps. Whatever you choose, but you have a good base to start with. So anyway, that is kiss cutting and kiss tearing. I hope that was a good explanation as to, again, what I interpret those technique or terms to be. You can have another opinion, and if you do, please let me know what you think. If you consider that to be something different than what I showed today. Anyway, I thank you for joining me. Like I said, please feel free to subscribe and like, and definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I am going to continue with this, I would like to maybe find a bird for this one, if I have something. No, I think he needs, oh, maybe in that new one. Oh, look at that. I have these. Oh, how cool. I can even do two. I might be able to do two because he's so little. But I like this red and blue one. So again, I'll do that. And if you, just another thing, like this guy, he's not really on anything. Well, you can add. You can either take a brown crayon or watercolor, acrylic paint, marker, whatever, and you can make your own, like he's standing on something, or even just like a, look at this, a little piece of scrap fabric that you can dye with your spray inks if you have, with acrylic paint, with coffee, tea, and then just add that to, here when you cut it off, and then just glue the bird onto that, and this will give him like he's standing on something and isn't floating in the air. So that's just a little tip. But these two have something. This little guy is standing on a leaf, and this one is standing on, and that's why I kind of darkened that. So anyway, I hope that those tips helped. I hope that you had a nice time with us, and I wish you an extremely blessed rest of your day, night, or morning, wherever you are in this world. God bless you guys. Thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.